This is Twisted Granny Tarot. Thank you for joining me today. I appreciate it very much, and I look forward to telling you, all you Capricorns, what you may want to know. And I hope I tell you what you want to know, because I don't want to tell you what you don't want to know, like bad news. So I'll do my best. Alrighty? Okay, the cards have been shuffled, they've been cut, and they've been blessed. So I think we're ready to begin. Okay, this is the table where the diagram that I use to read cards is actually a horoscope pattern. It's like a circle, and it's divided into 12 separate segments, just like a pie. Each one of those segments of that pie is labeled with a particular topic. Your first topic right now is what's on your mind. Second house is your money. Third house is communication. Fourth house is your home. Fifth, recreation, children, and creativity. So, and so on, all around the circle. So you should be seeing that right next to me here. In the meantime, on the other side of me, I have a calendar that is published every year by my friend named Link. And today, I outlined some little tidbits that happened in the month of March. Oh, that happened in the month of March many, many, many thousands of years ago. So we have one. Oh, here's one. The Irish Fest of Sheela-na-gig. I think I should look that up. SHEELA-NA-gig. G-I-G. Watch out for the picture. Underneath that, it says also on March 18th, Jacques de Molay, the last Grand Master of the Knights Templar, is burned alive by the Inquisition in 1314. I think I better look that up too. Golly, that's pretty drastic, isn't it? Ooh, okay, all right. I think we're ready. Go away, Knights Templar. And now we're going to deal the cards out by house. First house is what you're thinking about right now in your mind. Capricorn. Oh, look, we got love card here. We have a love card. The King of Cups, or if you're a man, it's a Queen of Cups. Oh, very, this reminds me of the Virgo reading. That's interesting. Okay, unless I'm wrong. So the King of Cups is there, and then it's followed up by a brand new business venture, maybe. This has to do with news or the very beginnings about a particular business venture. It may or may not be successful. We don't know yet, but looks like you're hitting up somebody for his thoughts or her thoughts. Okay, second house is your own money. Your own money is right this minute. Oh, look. Oh, well, now if I didn't know you were a Capricorn, I would say that this is a card of people who like to have fun. But fun costs money. So it looks like to me that right now you are, maybe you're Irish and you're gearing up for St. Paddy's Day. They got some big plans for the leprechaun. So I hope that's it, because it looks like right now you're using your money for pleasure, for enjoyment, for relief, you know. Third house, communication. Communication means emails, telephone calls, short trips, that kind of thing. And right here is a Six of Pentacles. So you're talking to people about bills. When you should pay, how you should pay, who you should pay, because this particular person right now is paying people. See, there go his coins out of his hands, right down. So I think if you have an accountant, you make communication clear with that accountant so that there are no surprises. Okay? Fourth house is your home. Oh, look, you got a happy home here. Six of Cups. So these two are actually, according to legend, are playmates, lifelong playmates. They enjoy playing with each other. They enjoy having fun together. And according to this, it could actually be the person you live with, that you still have fun, that you still communicate well, that you still play well together. So good for you. These are all good cards so far. Okie dokie, Cap. Fifth house is romance, creativity, and recreation and children. Now what we have here. Okay, if I had to take a wild stab, I'd say, you know what? I'd say you spend a lot of time thinking about ways to make more money, because Capricorns are very security minded, and they're can be fun loving people, except not with your money. Not with their money, you know. They're serious about their money. So this person is polishing up her pentacles or her coins, so to speak. And so in your spare time, Caps, many of you may sit down and try to figure out how to get more money or how to get more money out of X, like meaning a product, a team, a marketing plan that can enhance your bottom line. Because that's what you're good at, according to this. Okay? Okay, sixth house is work and health. Well, okay. This is how you feel about your work and health. Now, what this card depicts are cups floating around in the sky. And inside these cups floating around in the sky, there are items located in the cups, but they're not really realistic items people can buy, borrow, or steal. Mostly because they don't want them. Okay. Let's see. In this one, well, you might want a mermaid. I don't know. Do you want a butterfly? Here's a rainbow. In other words, they might be visions of sugar plums dancing in your head. They're all things that can be available, but they're not on your top 10 list, and they're not likely to be bestowed upon you. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, having said that, if it's about your work and your health, then you know what? Sometimes in your work, you might walk away from that desk and say, why don't these people do what I tell them? Okay? And you give them all good ideas and they go, la, la, la. To you, it looks like they go, la, 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 and skip away. Now, the other half of that is your health. So health means, do you eat right? Do you drink right? Do you still smoke? Do you still maybe have other bad habits in your health department? Or haven't you taken care of any particular item in general? So, I'm going to say that if you have any worries about your work life or your health life, they're unfounded. If you've got a headache, take an aspirin. Okay? So I really don't think there is a lot going on in your work that isn't already running perfectly or close to perfect. What else can you do to improve the machine? Maybe you've gone through your regular ideas and they are successful for a while, then you got to think up another one. Gee willikers, you're a font of ideas and getting them to pay off. That's the tricky part, okay? So, don't lay awake nights over that. You're already good at what you do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Seventh house is marriage partnerships and business partnerships. Okay, this is the King of Swords. The King of Swords likes to tell you what to do because he's in the business of telling people what to do. So, he's a good communicator. And let me see what the next card is before I go any farther. Actually, this is an excellent card to have with that one because you want to keep a happy household. And you want to keep the love and the kindness and the good words flowing between you and your mate on a regular basis, because this is the green man. He runs the forest and the birds and the bees, and he keeps the crops blooming and he keeps the crops ripening because they need to do that with his encouragement so that they can survive the winter. Okay? So that means to you a lot of talking. Now, Caps may not necessarily be real yacky. They might not be real yacky. Some of them can be, but they mostly, wisely have any good ideas. They keep it to themselves. So, but you and your mate are good communicators according to this, because it seems like you both want the same things. Okay? Okay. Eighth house of money from other people. Money from other people. Oh my goodness. Well, okay. This card is the moon. Now, money, it's also known as a card of people who don't tell the truth all the time. Maybe never. So if you've got, okay, let's pretend you've got somebody who owes you money and he's saying, I'll pay you next week. I'll pay you next month. I'm not sure he's telling the truth. This is the moon card. If that's money from other people. Now, the moon got this reputation because, yes, it hangs in the sky and it shines, but it's not a ball of flaming gas like the sun is. The sun's bright torch bounces off the moon, and shines a light down to earth. So it makes us think it has a light in it. It does not have any light. So they like, so think murky. Think murky stuff going on behind the scenes. So if it could have to do with business, because it's money from other people. Where you get money from other people is actually income tax, inheritance checks, lawsuit checks, and bonus checks. Okay? Somebody fibbing to you about that. Yes, you're going to raise next year. Yes, you're going to get a promotion next year. Yes. And it's all the while. Got no plans to do that. Just sort of, how they do. Casting the line, and then you reel it in, and you cast the line again, and just to keep you around long enough. So, I'm not suggesting you leave your place of employment. I said, I'm not going to give you any career advice at all. But you may be very good at unseen activities. You may have a really good intuitive sense about you. And that's what you have to depend on when it comes to murky activities that happen behind the scenes. Okay? Money from other people, murky. I don't think you're going to get, it does not appear as though you are going to get an income tax check. Oh, you're going to get an income tax check. Probably. An inheritance check, probably not. A lawsuit check, not this year. Okay? A lawsuit check, not anytime soon. Okay? So you're good except for murky people telling you fibs about money from other people. Okay? A ninth house, philosophy, religion, higher education, and long distance travel. Guess what? Those, believe it or not, those are some of the subjects you believe that you would like to study. So pick one. Is it philosophy? Is it spirituality? Is it long distance travel? Now, sometimes travel is a big hassle, and you'll be exhausted when you get home, but you will have learned so much, and you will have experienced so much. You wonder why you hadn't done this sooner. Okay, because it's not a fib to say that Capricorns are more practical than an Aquarius. So let's just say that. So this person is in the act of studying here. That's what he's doing. He's studying here. So what do you want to study? Philosophy, spirituality, long distance travel. What was the other one I said? Let me see. Higher education. If you want to go back to school, hey, listen, go take basket weaving if you want to. I hear there's a writing course senior citizens can take and they don't pay for it, something like that. Other adult education courses you just want to do for fun. If you don't want to learn how to fish, okay? Maybe something like that. Because actually, fishing is highly meditative. So, because you have to sit there for so long waiting for a bite, I'm imagining. So, anyway, I think you should take a trip. And it looks like you're going to ponder this suggestion for a while and decide to go to X at some point. At least the seeds are planted. Okay? All right. You want to go to see the Pope? He's from Chicago, right? Okay. 10th house is philosophy, is your career, your standing, your honors, your career, your fame, and your recognition. Wow, it looks like you have recognition in two different categories. Maybe you have computer talent and you're just as talented in audio visual. It's because those really go together these days. So maybe you're really skilled at both of those. Now now think about this. Is there somebody trying to recruit you for a move to their department or a move up the ladder? Because this is definitely a choice and it's got to do with your career. So talk to your friend you live with at home and see what you can make out of it. Also, don't forget that it could be a lot of smoke and mirrors until they show you the money. Okay? Could be a lot of smoke and mirrors until they show you the money. So I'm pretty sure you're not going to move without some display. Okay? So now, if you delay a decision, it's possible that Well, this just hopped into my head. If you just delay your decision, they could take it off the table. That's just what popped into my head. Now, but if you're given a choice of A or B, take it seriously and add on to the contract your specific requirements, because it's really likely you're going to get them. Okay? That is a major card. So there's two things. Lean in the direction you want to go and work on that. Okay? 11th house is long-term plans and friends, particularly friends from work. Okay, something is coming in your long-term plan. Are your long-term plans going to change? Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to have to put a modifier on this, even though it's not a face card, because I want to know what these long-term plans are going to be like. Oh, it's a woman. Oh, it's a woman of business. Long-term plans. You want to go into partnership with somebody? Oh, well, you know what? Now, the third card I pulled, because this is a face card, this is a family generational card. Oh, so is there somebody? Oh, well, it could easily be your wife, and you're cooking up an inheritance strategy for your children, such as a trust or a savings account for their colleges, because this person has a lot to do with it. Doesn't have to be a woman now, remember, but it could be a man who's got, like your brother, your father, who's got a good business idea, and he may want to let you in on it. It may take some money. It may not take very much money. So listen to what that person has to say and talk it over with your favorite people at home and see what's, if you can, if you want to. So I think that's really interesting. Now, what else is it? It is friends from work and long-term plans. So as a friend from work, if that's what this is, can help you make a long-term plan for your family, because this is a generational card. Here's mom and dad, here's grandpa and the kids. This is the house they live in. They got plenty of money. So that leads me to believe it's a generational decision. It's going to protect your money. Well, there's something funny about that. Oh, Caucasians think that people they have responsibility to take care of the next revolution. I'm just repeating philosophy. They have a responsibility to take care of future generations. Native Americans, one of their tenets in their philosophy of life is they're obligated. So that sounds a little more serious to me. But anyway, it's like that. People in the Western world are responsible. People in the Native American world are obligated. Whew, that's a heavy load. But listen, work on this till you come to the end, meaning till you decide to tell them to forget it, or you decide to participate in as big or as minor a role as you feel comfortable taking. Okay? 12th house. Oh, this is what you think about before you go to sleep at night. Now, what is that? You don't want to think about anything. You just want to hit the sack and pass out. So, and you know what? I'm not sure you're all that concerned about the future. This person is sitting on this rock. She can't see. She thinks she can't see. She thinks she's got her hands full, and she thinks she does not know where she is. But really, all she has to do is put down her swords and take off her blindfold, and she will find that she could turn right around and walk right over to the hillside, or she can swim across the lake. So in this situation, it's not that you're fearful of the future. You just rather let the future take care of itself and not worry so much. Or B, the future is bothering you and you need to just shut it off. Just shut it off. Yeah, you can open the door and take off your swords and take off your blindfold and go back to worrying, or you could just stay like this for a little bit and let whatever's happening and a problem you have in the back of your head work itself out. Because sometimes it just does that. Thank God. Thank goodness, right? Okay, now we have one more card we can deal out here. Oh! Page of Cups. Oh my gosh. Queen of Pentacles. Okay, well, see, this to me represents the people you want to take care of the most, and you want them to have the best of everything. So this could be a daughter or a son. This could be your wife. And you both seem like you're on the same page, and you might even have leftover money for charities. Okay? All right. Thank you for joining Twisted Granny Tarot. I really appreciate you coming. Please hit that like button and that subscribe button. And I thank you very kindly. Come back and see me next month. This is Twisted Granny. Thanks for everything. It was fun to do your horoscope tonight. Bye.